need me, let me know to be just fine.
You good? Are you done? Or
I don't even know the words. I don't know if I've started.
Hey, Hesbos! Welcome to Hesby Street, the podcast featuring Zack Chapaloni of Netflix. Let us let you know about some shows upcoming. Zack will be at the Sacramento Punchline this weekend, May 12th to... Did I say Sacramento?
You did say Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento Punchline, May 12th to 14th. The Comedy Store in Hollywood, May 28th. The Glendale Room, June 19th. And then the San Francisco Punchline, June 22nd to 25th. You can also catch him every Wednesday and Sunday that he's in L.A. at Citizen. You can also check him out right now on Netflix. Meltdown docuseries.
I've been getting drunk in the front of either the Improv or the Comedy Store. If you want to see me in bad shape,
You get drunk a lot.
Not getting a set,
Nice, dude.
come find me there.
Oh.
I'll be performing at the Hollywood Improv. Performing like I didn't break all those glasses.
Wasn't even... You can't blame me for that.
Dude,
I won't pay for it.
the puke, fine. Mine.
We have so many more announcements to get to.
Oh, my
But
bad.
did you want to do a couple more bits?
I like bits up top.
You got to.
Gotta
It's
keep
the
the
only
bits up
way,
top.
because otherwise people are just going to skip through this.
The same fruit on the bottom.
Don't
dude.
skip this, because I will be this weekend, May 13th and 14th, Minnesota. The weekend after that, 20th and 21st of May, Oakland. I will be in Burbank, May 27th. Mr. Bing's in San Francisco, June 11th. Fresno. Huh? June 15th.
Go Bulldogs.
Punchline with my friend Zack Chapaloni. We are headlining June 22nd. I'll be at Neck of the Woods the 23rd. Sonoma, June 24th. San Mateo, June 25th. You can also check out my Don't Tell taping came out. YouTube
Dude, so
/ Don't Tell Comedy, I
funny.
believe.
It's so funny. Go watch that.
And then follow us on all the stuff. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Bonus episode every week on patreon.com/Hesby Street. Podcast.
Music.
It's just Hesby Street. I was saying now we podcast. It's patreon.com/Hesby Street. Pause. Start the podcast.
And then I said
And
music.
then you said music. So
Start
the music starts. But it never quite. There it is.
Dude, I like bits up top. Okay, here's what I want to do for our new merch, okay?
Okay.
We do bits up top on our podcast.
Okay.
And it's a yogurt cup parody. But instead of fruit on the bottom, it's bits on the top.
So is it yogurt on the bottom? And
I hope.
And then fruit bits up top?
Yeah, the fruit bits are up top. But it's
Got
just
it.
bits on the top.
I like
it's
it,
like
bits
fruit
off the top.
bits. They're like, oh, these guys just bashing
I
gay
just
people.
love the idea of us having like perishable merch where it's like
Yeah.
it'll be like, this is Best by September, but what year? And you're like, this one.
I'm
You're
like,
good.
dude, our fan base is stupid. Someone's like, so I have to keep the sweatshirt refrigerated? We'll be like, dude.
God, we have the dumbest fans, and I love every one of them.
The dumber they are, the more powerful we become.
Yep,
You know,
exactly.
so if someone says that to us, like, dude, do I have to like actually keep my shirt refrigerated after I open it?
You're like,
I'm gonna go, we're gonna be kings.
just like, come with us, big guy.
We're gonna rule this land. That's the new nod for becoming president. It's like, dude, it's not like these higher up elite people. It's like, yo, idiots love me. Yeah. I think I'm the Democratic nominee. I said Democratic to keep people guessing what our alignment is.
Yeah, I think soon it's going to be libertarians versus the sand people. Those are the next two.
Okay, I think I know which one I am.
Those are the next two political parties.
I'm offended to know which one I am.
I was making like a Star Wars reference,
Gotcha.
not a you're from Morocco vibe,
Totally. The Star Wars reference in and of itself is really a slight at the Arab culture. I got to get back to the old country, man. Tatooine. There was this musician that could play a flute out of his eye hole.
I got to go back. The drink specials.
It was magical.
Oh, yeah.
The drink, it comes out of what I believe is a female goat lizard. But man, does it do a number on you.
Like, have you ever been to Vegas when the lady pours the shot right into your mouth? This comes out of the goat lizard.
Yeah, and they are not stoked about it.
They're not.
So you know how like in Mexico they have like the whistle, you know, they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tilting your head back and blowing the whistle. The goat lizard screams sound like a whistle.
But it's not a fun whistle, if that makes sense.
No.
You'll see.
You think a game's on, and then you realize it's in serious trouble.
And yet, and this is problematic, it is fun.
It's a good time.
It is a great time.
Once you dehumanize the goat lizard thing in the corner with its udders attached to the bar taps, you're having fun again.
And here's the thing, it's easy to do for us, a human from Earth, because even though it is a goat lizard, it's neither that much goat or that much lizard.
Right.
It's very different
it's
from
all
anything.
not human.
It's
all you need to
alien.
worry about. That's all you need to worry about.
Yep.
And then the rest is just a den of thieves.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah, but dude, there's no one more charming than thieves.
It sounds like
That's part of the skill set they had to learn.
I hear you talking in your car. A den of thieves doesn't sound like a good time to you. Trust
Couldn't
us.
be more wrong.
Trust
Couldn't
us.
be more wrong. And yes, disclaimer, it can take a turn fast.
Right.
But 99% up until you get tasered in the face. Mm-hmm. Oh, what a blast.
I mean, if you cheat at Thrackmont chess, then you should be worried. If you don't cheat at Thrackmont chess, you have nothing to worry about. If you don't know the rules perfectly of Thrackmont chess, you should be worried again.
You should be worried. And then if you do know the rules and you don't cheat, but you win a little too much,
Right.
you're back in the trouble again.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to know when to. Well, in Tatooine we say you have to know when to collapse them.
And don't never count your money. Don't never.
Honestly.
Because how could you? It's such a weird currency.
There's such an etiquette about it. You know,
Yeah.
you say I have no money, you shout it 3 times, and then you pull a wooden nickel out and you put it in the middle of the table.
And they're like, well, this guy.
Now the games begin.
Yeah, I hope you get to make a trip back, man.
I gotta see my cousins. They're growing up so much. You know, they were just little thieves.
Yeah, they I heard they stole and refurbished one of those speed racers.
Yep. Oh, the pod racer?
The pod racer,
Yeah, they refurbished one of those. They're, a whole freighting incident with a young Wookiee. They got some stories, man. They were a good hang.
Sounds fun.
You know what? People are mad that they're bringing back all the Star Wars shit. Keep it coming, dude.
As much as we can get.
Bring back all the old shit. You know, people see old shit and they go, ugh,
This
isn't
again,
there other
another
stuff?
reboot?
Nothing more fun. You know what I love about it? And it's the dumbest thing and it's so lame, but I'm genuinely in love with this. I'm at a movie theater and I'm seeing like a trailer for the new Spider-Man coming
I'm already
out.
going to disagree. I can tell.
Wait. But then the slow build score music in the trailer is just the cheesy old theme song to Spider-Man, but it's epic now.
Right.
You know, so it's like dun 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 dun. And then he like turns and there's an explosion. I want more of that with everything. You know, I'm pretty sure they were doing that with the new Batman, but no one picked up on it. But it's like dun 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 dun. Batman.
It's
More.
it's that, and then emo Robert Pattinson. Batman.
Batman.
Kapow.
I am Batman. No, I'm vengeance. But Batman is the word of
You
the song.
understand that I am Batman.
You
though,
guys know
right?
we know what we're doing with the music, right? I want more. Bring back the old. I want an epic trailer where a guy turns in a storm and he's like, "We're not gonna make it," and then it's just like with Gilligan, Professor, the skipper too. Everyone down. My money. The millionaire.
I'm here too.
And his what? And it's like like Transformer noises. Dude, the Gilligan's Island reboot is going to be.
I think the like robot professor.
Yeah.
Not to be fucked with.
There's just like an alien scanning the boat, and I'm like, did they not watch all of Gilligan's Island? They're just filling in areas that they think happened.
Well, that's the movie star. She can be anybody. Mm-hmm. She can be an alien because she's got such range.
Yeah.
Ginger was the movie star. I'm going through the theme song in my head.
Ginger's the movie star. Marianne.
Marianne.
And the professor and Marianne. Yeah.
Yeah, Marianne was the only one that didn't have like anything.
She was just
hot, like Southern Belle. But everyone else kind of gets introduced.
Yeah.
The smart guy, professor, the captain.
Yeah.
The first mate, Gilligan.
Right. And
the
just
millionaire.
Marianne.
And the wife.
Right. His wife. I mean, that's a full-time job. Yeah. You got to know where to allocate funds.
I think you're thinking of Mother.
The millionaire and his philanthropist wife.
It's an important job.
She's giving back.
Mostly to lobbyists.
Marianne, nothing.
I don't think so.
It was just Marianne.
I think she was just
which is kind of the best description. You know, like you don't want to be boxed in like comedian, writer, podcast host. No, you want
gorgeous.
I'm Torio.
Man.
I'm just Torio.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's enough, man. This is my roundabout way of telling you you're enough.
What do you mean? What do you mean that's enough?
It's like we've had enough.
You don't. All right.
I mean, Marianne didn't need to be that big a deal. It was just a 3-hour tour, dude. You know, like a 3-hour tour.
She's gonna be right back.
She's coming right back to figure her life out.
It is weird that like, why were there so many people on there as just singles? So you had the married couple. That makes sense.
Yep.
But then the professor, he's just out by himself. The movie star, she doesn't have an entourage.
The movie star, the thing about, and I've been on Netflix, the thing about, as far as like, I don't know about actors, but reenactors, what happens to us is we get in a really cool documentary and then we box up. I gotta watch it. Like no one can be trusted anymore. I don't sleep in the same room as my wife. It's just it's that kind of lifestyle.
But that's interesting to me because you are a movie star, a Netflix movie star now. Yeah. And you say you don't sleep in the same room as your wife.
I can't.
But
anymore.
I go to your house. Yeah. And I don't see another room.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm outside a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Just wondering who.
So I guess Netflix, they really are. I mean, I don't know if you've heard. They're hemorrhaging money. And it seems like that's coming out of maybe your pocket a little bit.
It certainly hasn't gone into my pocket.
Yeah, Netflix. Well, first of all,
it looks so official.
Congrats on Netflix. Too.
Thank you, man.
That was very cool.
That was cool.
Did we talk Meltdown? Featuring
Meltdown, 3
Hesby
Mile
Streets,
Island.
Zack Chapaloni.
Yeah.
I remember. I don't know if you want to talk about it.
It was right on the end of Netflix as a joke fest, and I'm like, I'm gonna be in Netflix. You know, I put it on my vision board. I'm like, I'm gonna get in this festival somehow.
Right.
And I got hammered at all the clubs, and I'm like, I'm not getting in. They're not even letting me into the festival as an audience member. And then, sure enough, you put that thing on the vision board. When I looked at it closely, I was so drunk when I wrote it on the wall.
You're talking about the paper, you mean your vision board?
My vision board paper.
Yeah.
It said Netflix is not a joke. Documentary about a fucking...
it's not a joke.
About a nuclear...
America's Chernobyl is not a joke.
About a nuclear incident.
I ever tell you, I remember I was bartending as like a 21-year-old in Sonoma, and they had like a movie fest. They still do. Movie festival every year in Sonoma. But I was bartending and Netflix. So this would have been like 2007. So like Netflix was not a streaming service. It was just like, remember when they were just DVDs
in the mail? Yeah.
And so this guy came in. No, a whole team of them came in from Netflix. It was one of those things like we barely knew what Netflix was. You're like, okay, I know Netflix. Like
my friend does that.
My friend's brother. Like we weren't even like.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, it was like we didn't even have the money to do it.
Exactly.
Not that it was that expensive, but we were college kids.
But kids would like bring their DVDs to school.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah. Parents did it. So he was sitting there and he did this thing. He was like pretty. I wish I like remembered more of him because he's probably like a billionaire. Yeah. Because he was like a higher up then. So like before, like if he had any kind of like stock options, he's like, you know. But he did this thing. He was like pretty cool, tipping well. And then he wanted us to. He wrote like Netflix on a $1 bill and was like, "Can you hang this up in the bar? We do this at every bar."
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Is it?
I mean, now that it's this big.
Yeah. So we put it up. But I remember thinking like. Giving him shit. Like I was like, oh, like why are you here? That's like a film festival. Like you're just the used DVD.
Right. You guys
mail
are
service.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster for the mail. And he's like, actually, we do more than that. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Good for you, bud.
Right. And he's like, what do you do? And you're like, I'm a comedian.
Yeah.
And he's like,
I'm going to buy comedy.
we will be in touch. You will rue the day.
Yep. No, I mean, I was.
It would be so funny if he sent you a not invited to Netflix as a joke festival, like a personal letter.
Yep.
Here's the swag bag, though.
You got to be nice to everybody.
Be nice to everybody.
But I was nice to him. Obviously, in my head, I was just like, weird that you're here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like a Blockbuster person being there.
I was like, are you like producing movies? And he's like, well, not at this festival, but it's something we're looking into.
Wow.
Like, all right,
it's pretty exciting. I remember Netflix when it was like streaming, they used to tell you the
they're
rating.
Still streaming.
No, I know, but earlier in the stream, like after the DVD.
Oh yeah, they don't do rating anymore.
They used to show you the rating of the thing. I had heard from a certain comedian, big comedian.
Ooh, fluffy? How fat are we talking?
Huge.
Ralphie May. Never forget.
Ralphie May's a bouncer. It was also an opener. His personal bodyguard. Mm-hmm. He told me that, and this could be total bullshit, but he seemed pretty certain, and he seemed to know stuff, that it was Amy Schumer had come out with a special that was horribly rated, and then it was gone.
The ratings were gone?
The ratings were gone.
I mean,
I don't hate her. A lot of comedians do. And I've heard there have been good reasons, like if my joke was stolen or if someone I know's joke was stolen, I would not like that. I would hate that person.
In my experience from not personal experience, the jokes that she's been accused of stealing that I've noticed, maybe there's a bigger track record of this that I don't know, are very dumb, hacky, stupid jokes.
Yeah.
So it's like until you like the couple times where people have been like, hey, so-and-so is doing a joke similar to yours. And then I'm like, well, what joke? And then they tell me and I'm like, that's fine.
That joke is like in the stars.
Yeah, that's like it is as much as it pains you to say it, it's like that is low-hanging fruit to a degree.
Yeah.
Whereas there's certain jokes, where I'm like, no one could, that's stolen.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that about her.
Right.
So, and the other thing that I respect about her is she grinded forever, like we all did.
Yeah.
And so when I feel like just that alone makes me want to defend a comic.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what they went through.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like they didn't.
Carlos Mencia was out there eating it.
They were featuring at Rooster Teeth Feathers for 15 years before their big break.
Restaurant shows. Yeah. I heard a funny Amy.
She had a terrible special though. That was probably the one, that Netflix one. And so that's one of those things too. Before you get to the next thing, where it's like, I'll defend her a little bit, but it's like I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah.
You have a special that bad, then you have a special that you got to take the licks.
Yeah. And she brought up comics I love. Like Mark Norman was her like opener, her road opener, which is great. Like if you're not elevating good comedians.
I don't know if I'm giving her credit for Mark Norman though.
Why?
Because he opened for all kinds of big names, Kreischer, some other people.
Yeah, but I think it all came after Amy. I think Amy like he introduced Mark to the world. That's my guess.
That is cool.
That's my understanding. Cool, yeah. Obviously, he was like an up-and-coming New York comedian, so like
he's also undeniably funny. I think he would have made it without her.
He's an unstoppable force. Yep. Yeah. I had heard a funny story about when Amy Miller was in the Bay Area. I don't know if you've heard
Amy
this
Miller
story.
or Amy Schumer?
Sorry, Amy Schumer. Amy Miller, hilarious comedian also. Amy Schumer was in the Bay Area, I think performing at the San Francisco Punchline, and the opener and the feature were two local comics, and she was eating shit, and it was a rough night. And, maybe she wasn't even doing that bad, but they were roasting her in the back. You know how comics do sometimes.
Right. Did she hear it?
No.
Oh.
But the next day, she goes, so you didn't like my stuff last night? And they're like, wow, you were great. What are you talking about? She's like, you guys were standing right by my camera.
Oh.
Dude. Dude, be careful what you say.
I've had that where I'm cognizant of where the cameras are.
Yes.
And I've had comics be talking to me and me be like,
I love that person on stage right now.
That person's great. And you point. Yeah, especially now, Mike's, it could be on the other side. And if it was just Mike was pointed the wrong way and it was at you for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike's are.
And she also wasn't big yet. So it was
Sure.
also probably one of those things where like that was painstaking, but at least it's like some
just
no-name
Amy
comic.
Schumer.
Yeah. And I was just like, God damn it.
I can't wait to hear who they were. You know who they are?
I remember one of them, and you're gonna laugh because you're like, they're not funny.
Right, exactly.
But comics do this though. Like we joke about everything. So like when someone's on stage and you hear some shit go down, we are joking back there about it.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, but there's
You
also
know?
you can tell. I think you can tell when it's like that, or if it's just you really don't think they're funny.
Yeah, that's a good point.
ways
That's a good point. And I don't know how much of a game of telephone this story's become to where they're just like either clowning her material or just outright like calling her a bad comedian.
Right.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
To you too, man.
Yeah. Was it a good one? Did you make it count this year?
I really
Spend time with mom?
I
San
spent
Diego?
time with my kids
Oh my
for the first time.
Gave mom a break?
Yeah.
Dude, if you had kids, man, that would blow my fucking
Why would that
mind.
blow your mind?
would
Oh,
just be-
if I like had
Found
kids
out
and
you had
never
kids.
told you?
Or just found out you had kids. You're like, dude, I have kids. I would just be like,
Here's the thing.
you gotta
three with 3 different women.
you gotta grow up, man. You gotta
Yeah.
grow up quick. You'd have to start wearing pants all the time.
No, I can wear shorts.
Well, you
Dads
gotta wear
shorts.
higher socks.
I'm wearing pants.
You
right
gotta wear
now.
higher socks and like dad shorts.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I can
can't.
be cool, dad.
No, you can't.
Yeah, huh?
No, you can't.
I'm a cool dad. I'm a cool dad.
You're not, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You don't know hip hop.
That's cool though.
That's cool.
Now, it's cool to be a dad that does like. If you're a dad that likes hip hop, that's like you're trying to be cool.
If you're trying to like hip hop,
But I'm not gonna try to like hip hop.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm a cool dad that knows himself.
You're just in the car driving your kids to school, like, guys, look. I don't care about Tyler's dad because he's got his thing
Yeah.
and I got my thing.
All right, so I'm putting ASMR back on. We're all going to take some deep breaths. All right? These are breathing exercises. You can do them too.
Let's do affirmations before we go to school. You guys all start. What's so great about me? I'm funny.
You're right, hon. I do give it my best shot. Thank you for saying that.
And it's shot, right? We're learning on pronouncing our consonants. Just like 2.
Yeah, the insecure dad's a funny one.
Yeah. I went to I went out on a walk and was up in the Bay Area, sitting enjoying the bay, watching people struggle to stay on the wind, and behind me at Chrissy Field was all these little league soccer games. So I went to walk by those because I used to play those, you know. And some of those parents are just like, Tyler, that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hey, great job. But I didn't realize, like, when you're a kid, it all seems so big.
Sure.
But now I'm walking by as an adult, and it's like, there's 5 people watching this game. You know, there's
Yeah.
a few parents playing with their kids off to the side.
Right.
There's one referee, like, going to get the ball when it rolls away. And then you just got one intense dad that's like, get him! You know, and I'm like, dude, I would never... I care too much about what people think about me to just, like, be like, hey, Tyler, fuck everyone here. None of them matter. Go get it, bud.
You throw that girl to the ground.
Yeah.
And you put that ball in the back of the
I'll
net.
deal with their parents.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I would be the dad that cared.
You
Like,
would-
that's
you would
okay,
flip that
bud.
switch?
We're gonna have a self-care Sunday later.
Oh,
And,
you'd be the dad that cared, as in, like,
Cared
self-care.
what people thought.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too. I'd be like, Tyler, you're my favorite. I'm like, dude, your kid's sick, dog. Just the dad's I was like, do you
Dude, how do you do that? He passed backwards? You taught him that? Or like, what's the deal?
My kid's like, Dad, I'm on the other team. Stop cheering for
Shut
their
up,
team.
dude. I'm talking to Tyler's dad,
Dude,
man.
don't be weird. Tyler, fucking my kid's so gay. They're like, dude, you have to
Can't
go.
do that.
I'm like, no, it's cool. It's me and Tyler's dad. I should know your name, man. You're like the coolest guy I ever met. Who do we hate here?
Yeah, who do we... Is it me? Oh, it's me.
Is it the weird kid? Let's ruin his life.
Tyler, I'm going to ruin your life. All right, man. What else you got, dude?
Really, all I had was the slow Gilligan theme song.
The slow Gilligan. It's pretty good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Just picturing him in the rain.
Just looking off.
He's hot as fuck. Like, he's not goofy.
He's looking off at, like, the death that is the wave that's about to hit him.
Yeah.
You know, just like perfect storm, white squall.
Down! You know, maybe the movie star.
It was supposed to be a 3-hour tour.
Maybe the movie star is just like clutching her power couple celebrity husband, and he gets swept away.
He's dead.
He's
Yeah.
fucking lost. And you know what's even more fascinating? They land on the island, and
It's purgatory.
no one remembers Marianne being on the boat.
Like, I'm looking at the manifest, and there's no Marianne, there's no Mary, there's
You have
no
a job
Anne.
title that we could have written. It's like, nope, just Marianne.
Nope, I'm just part of the tour. She's just like, and those clothes you have on,
Right.
they're not made on this island.
They look so islandy.
Yeah. I'm just, I'm just getting used to the surroundings.
Yeah.
Made my own clothes. My clothes came off in the storm, was it?
You know what's another one I like? A dial going, a 3-hour tour, and then it's like the numbers are all going like an odometer, and it says 3/3/2023. Dude, that's sick.
That is sick. So
I'm in the theater going, damn.
we're doing it.
That's sick.
Damn, dude. Christopher Nolan doing it again.
I'm a sucker for that shit, man. I mean, they're doing Mario, Super Mario.
About time. But it's animated. It's voices?
Oh,
It might not be animated, but I think it's
I thought it was Chris Pratt looking all of
No, I think he's going to be... I think it's going to be... Who is he?
Mario.
He's Mario? Maybe, but I don't think it's like the John Leguizamo one. Maybe it is. I don't know.
The John Leguizamo one was so bad
Yeah.
that I read his biography. It was really fun and entertaining.
What's it called?
Pimps, Hoes, Player Haters, and the Rest of My Hollywood Friends.
I remember it had a name that was
it was one of like the first comedian books I ever read in like high school, and he talked about doing that movie with the British actor whose name I can't remember, who's great, the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Yes.
and Smee from Hook, and they were both. He's like Cockney, or maybe he's Australian. I can't remember, but they both were like every day in their trailer, like, this is the biggest piece of garbage I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
And they were contractually obligated to figure this thing out. So they just got absolutely fucked up every single day. He's like, we got pissed drunk in our trailers and we did mushrooms. We're just going up and be like, all right, I'm Mario and you're Luigi. Like, might as well be getting into character at this point.
Being on mushrooms, and then Yoshi shows up.
Right.
And you're like,
what was the Koopa Troopas? They were like the dinosaur head. It's like, all right, can you guys look less terrified?
no.
No, this is calm. It's like, do they know if we move? If we're here, they sense movement, right?
The green ones are less dangerous, right?
Yeah. Yeah, what other old ones can you make?
You should make a Mario Kart movie.
Yeah, but I'm
You
thinking
know?
something with a trademark theme song. I guess Mario, yeah. Wah. Yeah, you gotta do the wah.
Yeah, like the ominous tones. I'm
Inception.
trying to think. What's the star music? Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum. I don't know how to make that.
Yeah. You know, it'd be a good remake with the fucking Brendan Fraser. R.I.P. is stunning good looks. George. George of the Jungle.
But then wouldn't it just be he would be the villain? George of the Jungle.
Was he a bad guy?
Oh no, I was thinking
He was like Tarzan.
I was thinking Tarzan because it's like he's kind of just a sexual predator of the jungle.
Tarzan's just like appropriating jungle culture. And they're like, dude, we actually are like fighting for our lives out here. We're animals.
Yeah, and also like, have you seen the rainforest? Like they're tearing it down.
Yeah. You want to do something? Put on a suit and tie. Talk to government.
We don't need you going from tree to tree.
Yeah. We need Tarzan the lobbyist.
Yeah.
Not Tarzan the fucking... What was he? The ape? Tarzan of the apes?
I don't know the Tarzan story. Me, Tarzan, you, Jane.
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
Classic line.
Yeah. When he so he was raised by some kind of animal.
I
Maybe
think it was
apes.
an ape. Yep. I think it's Tarzan of the Apes. That was the original title.
Never saw any Tarzan. Not animated, not real. I didn't see George of the Jungle.
You didn't see the Disney Tarzan?
No, never saw it.
The score was it was Phil Collins' Lion King.
That's too bad.
What Elton John did to Lion King, Phil Collins did to Tarzan.
That's a bummer. I love Phil Collins.
Just take my hand, hold it tight. Oh, and then the ape's hand is giant, but his little baby hand goes in and the fingers curl, and you're
That's
like,
cute.
dude, the mom is taking you in because your parents got eaten by a fucking jaguar or something. And then he grows up and he's dating Jane, and he's like, my hands are kind of like monkey hands now. They like curl at the top, and her hands look little, but they're closer.
How did he meet Jane?
She was out with some excursion, just like bad people. You know, they're like surveying the land for something.
A tear it down.
And Rosie O'Donnell's like the fun ape friend.
Okay.
Always a bridesmaid.
Never not an ape.
Rosie's like, hear me out. He fucks this ape. They fall in love. Do you think you think the Republicans fear that this is the society we're heading towards? We're like, what's next? Tarzan's dating an ape? Remember that was the thing back in the day where they're like, gay, what's next? Having sex with my dog?
Right.
And everyone's like, no.
Like, do you want to have sex with your dog?
Yeah, everyone's like, wait, that's not next.
That's just to be clear, bud. That's never.
We're
you can stop bringing it up.
Going towards that one, man. It'd be so funny if the 10 Commandments were just like, all right, no fucking your dog. And everyone's like, I don't know if we need to include that one. Was that on the stone tablet?
Just ridiculous commandments that Moses was into.
Yeah, he came down
He's
and
like, I gotta quit this, so I'm putting it on. I'm writing it in stone.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done sleeping with my buddy's wife.
No, we're not sleeping with your buddy's wife. We're not wanting to sleep with your buddy's wife.
Not even wanting it.
You don't want his ox? If he's got ox, don't want it.
And I'm not gonna lie about it.
Here's another one. If someone asks you to come over because they're having like a little get together, let's say get together all the way up to full blown party function.
Yeah.
And they're on the way and they go, hey, we'll see you there. Mm-hmm. Should we bring anything? And you say no, we have everything. Do not be mad when they don't bring anything.
Exactly. And listen, if there's room on the stone, I'm not helping you move. Yes. I shouldn't be entitled, and we can still be friends.
Right.
I don't, and you can't be passive aggressive.
No.
You know what? No passive aggression.
No, zero passive aggression. Thus says the Lord.
The Lord said that, not me speaking.
Another one. If you're
pizza and beer is not payment. Okay. If you want me to do something,
right?
Just because I'm your money is
put
payment.
Money in my hand.
Yeah.
We still do money,
and that's the Lord speaking.
The Lord wants it.
Praise be.
Dollar bills. I'm going to the market, you know, and you say
for like a fish,
and I say I'm going to go get food for dinner, and then you tell me, can you go to the store and get these things? I go, no, you're going to the store. No sense in both of us going to the store. I'll give you money, right? I mean, guys, the Super Bowl or the big
Roman
ox race,
the fights.
The fight. You know, like once a year, guys, we go outside, we watch two dudes just fucking fight.
For their lives.
Keep that forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's not, thou shalt not kill, though.
No, but fight for your life.
Okay. Okay.
And then you do like the mercy one. You know, you go, mercy.
Got it.
And if they say no, you'd be like, dude, I'm going to hell. Say fucking mercy.
Yeah, right. But anyways, if you're going to the store, I shouldn't have to go with you.
Yeah, I'll give you money.
I'll give you some money.
Yeah.
But then here's another commandment.
Yeah.
You have to, if someone's going to the store for you,
yeah,
you have to like give them enough money and like and a little extra.
Right.
Or at least definitely enough.
Right.
You can't go under, because then and put this on the stone too. I never want to be in the situation, and this is God talking.
Yeah.
In the situation where it's like, well,
through
last
you.
time.
God's talking
through me right now. Yeah. This is him.
Okay.
Hi.
Whoa, his
God
voice
here.
is weird.
Yeah. I just never want to be in the situation where I have to be like, hey, you didn't give me enough money last time.
Right.
So, and this time it's feeling a little light.
Let's always assume it's more money than needed.
That's what I'm saying. Not a delivery fee per se.
No.
But general human kindness.
Walk away feeling comfortable knowing that you gave plenty of money.
Plenty.
And it will come back.
Yeah. And if there's change.
I don't want to say karma because that's like the other guys.
That's the, yeah.
They're not doing their thing. We're our own thing. Another one is like if we're meeting up at a place and you go like, are they cool about dogs or pets? Like, I don't know. I don't have a dog. I don't have a pet.
And I can't call them.
Right.
This is BC.
I'm not going over there to ask.
Yeah. And then if you choose to bring your dog, you have to own that.
Right.
Because now if you can't get in, we're not all going back home with you to hang.
Yes.
We're staying. That was our plan to go out.
Right.
It's like this camel ride was expensive.
Right.
Which, by the way, you haven't paid for.
Guys, let's all take a good look at ourselves. And now we're going into certain personality types. If you're a person that says, I only have guy friends, that's not okay. You got to have all sides. We're going to fall apart
That's
as
a
a
youth
society.
Thing. That's a youth thing.
It doesn't
Why
make
don't
it
women like
fascinating.
you?
No one's like, whoa, she's so cool.
Exactly.
Because women can't stand her.
Yeah, right. That's not a thing.
I would call that an opportunity for self-improvement.
Uh-huh.
And so would the Lord. I'm not saying you have to hang out with women all the time.
No.
I mean, our society is divided. We do shower and wash with women.
Yes, we are segregated and we're working on that.
Guys, the Lord and I got a few more trips up to this mountaintop.
He said, now's not the time. But
Yeah.
we will be getting to that in a generation or 50.
Okay. And I've put this one off till the end.
Okay.
Because it is the most controversial.
Uh-huh.
And I know you guys are going to moan and groan about it. I have
And
to
before
tell
he
you.
says that, I want you to know that I too support this. So know that this is coming from both of us.
God,
and God.
Amy.
So all three of us. The Holy Trinity,
Okay.
if you will.
How do I get this one out?
Like we practice.
Okay. The golden cow thing has got to go. We got to get rid of it. You can't worship it. God's like super offended. And I know we're saying don't be jealous of other people's ox. And literally God is looking at a statue of a ox relative.
Sure, same thing.
We don't believe in evolution, but you know,
Whatever.
they're cousins.
They're the same thing.
God doesn't like it.
He
He's
doesn't-
jealous and he wants it gone.
I think it's too shiny. I don't know, but
It didn't do anything for you.
And I know, yes, that's
He
the
created
big-
everything.
Yeah, the cow. And again, from him, he wants us to keep it, and so we're gonna melt it down, the two of us, and keep the remaining gold, which we won't spend because that would be
It'll be for the temple.
wrong.
And we're also not going to pay taxes with it. So I hope you guys are on
And
board.
that's ever in perpetuity.
These aren't discussion pieces either. This is the word of the Lord.
The word of our Lord.
I mean, remember he split the fucking Dead Sea back there?
And don't make him burn the bush again.
That's who's talking right now.
Yeah, through
That's
us.
who wants the statue
Through
gone.
us.
Okay.
What else? Anything else?
I think we should still do like a dinner thing for whatever the fuck happened back there. I mean, that was so nuts.
That was.
We can't just go
We
on
have
with
to
our lives.
process, at the very least. Yeah.
We'll do like we'll call it Passover. It'll be a whole thing because, I mean, guys.
Wow.
Let's take a second. Okay, he's looking at something else. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Life's crazy.
Dude, I was like, get us out of here. You don't have to kill their firstborns. Like, what? Okay.
Anyways, coming back.
Okay.
Good talk.
Dude, who's up for some milk and honey?
There we go.